coming to you live from the land of chlamydia-ridden koalas. It's time for Destiny Down Under.
G'day and welcome to the 192nd episode of the Destiny Down Under podcast. I forgot to push the button that makes the applause continue, so it just cut out awkwardly. So if you're wondering why everyone's a bit underwhelmed this week, just completely caught off guard. Just, you know, no one was prepared. It's a Friday night Australian time. It's like not even Friday night, it's like late Friday afternoon, maybe evening. And we're here because we've all got busy weekends on. And the world doesn't revolve around fucking podcasts. But Maddie, clad in flannelette, Obi-Wan Kenobi games. How you going?
I'd appreciate it if you called me by my anime name.
Yeah, and what is that for the audience at home who are unaware of your exploits in the world of anime?
Well, in the game, it's just melon, but I feel like it's justified considering the animation physics.
I already hate this.
In the game, if you know what I mean.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right.
No, I understand now.
For the people at home who are unaware about Milo's talking about Genshin Impact or whatever the fuck it's called. By all means, it looks really fun. It looks really fun.
I see all this fucking anime hate and everyone's resisting it. I guarantee if you give it an hour of your time, you'll be like, oh, I've made a mistake. This is a good game. Anyway, yeah, it's been good, mate. How are you?
You're only playing it because it's got big anime titty in it. Is that why? Is that...
there is.
I'm fucking on you.
I wouldn't say big anime today. There's definitely look, if you're a game developer in if you're a non-anime game developer, you wouldn't have put so much time into physics of certain body parts, if you know what I mean.
There was an effort made.
There was an
amount of time, there was a whiteboard drawing and gesticulating in meetings that went into those tits.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. It's a new record. We're 3 minutes into the podcast and talking about tits already. Fuck me. Anyway, Aintpro's joined us. Hopefully he's going to help us steer this shit show out of shitness. Welcome, mate. How have you been? It's been a couple of months since you were on? I don't know. It feels like it was yesterday, but I know that it wasn't because time moves so quickly.
Yes, the 2020 timeline has really fucked everyone's perception of time up pretty well.
I don't know. I've got to be better
I've
today.
been working my little butt off. Fez, I spoke to a little bit, knows about this, but I'm back to having a couple of days off a week, which is really, really nice. Instead of
fucking beauty.
doing all the days a week. COVID's a hell of a drug when it comes to the food and retail industry, would you believe? So a lot of covering shifts because people are trying to be safe, which is good, but also a lot of hard work.
Yeah, and look, we're Australian. We're kind of diametrically opposed to hard work. So I feel your
sit
pain,
well with
dude.
me.
No, God, no. It's not in our DNA whatsoever. Dude, so, like, look, and it's weird because we're in a weird period with Destiny as well where we're all kind of waiting around for it to, to pick back up. I mean, admittedly, we got Festival of the Lost. I'm going to play the trailer because everyone fucking tweeted it at me, so it's just calm down. But, dude, what have you been into? Because Maddie's off being a weeb.
Oh.
And what have you been into? What have you been doing?
See, on the topic of Maddie being a weeb, I haven't been being a weeb because that's degeneracy and I would never stoop that low. But I saw Mr. Mylan Games taking a step into the Halo series for the first time, and I was inspired. And I've been introducing a bit of variety into my world, showing people a number of games that have really shaped what I enjoy from storytelling, like single player experiences. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning was a very old game released in 2012, 13 for the Xbox 360, and it recently had a re-release, and I have been playing through that, and I've been really enjoying it. But aside from that, Star Wars Squadrons came out last night, and
How
it
is
has
it?
made me
Please,
feel
please
like
tell me
I'm
it's good, because I saw some of our mates talking about it at the Savo, and I'm like, since Battlefront and all that sort of shit, I am so like I protect myself from Star Wars titles because I'm afraid that they're going to suck ass.
I don't even know what it's about. I haven't seen any advertising or anything. It just sort of dropped.
It's sort of snuck in there a little bit, and certainly in comparison to Battlefront. It is you sit in the cockpit. There is no third-person dogfighting sim, and you play from alternating perspectives between the Empire and the New Republic after the fall of the second Death Star and the death of Palpatine in Star Wars Episode 6. A treasure trove of now like paved over lore in books that were released like in like pre-2012, pre-2000 in the 1990s about all this shit that happened after Episode 6 dropped. And that's sort of where it takes place. And there's no...
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So you're going to give me shit about being a weeb, and you're going to go on this fucking massive spiel about Star Wars lore. Mate, at least I get anime titty. What do you get? Fucking Darth Vader.
I will admit Darth Vader does not have jiggle physics in this game. And I was disappointed and did consider upon booting the game to go and play Genshin Impact instead. You are correct. I'll give you that. But dude, in all seriousness, it
sounds like you've got are you a big Star Wars lore fan? It sounds like you know a lot about the history.
I can see what you're doing, and I won't have any part of it. No, yeah, like yes and no. I'm no aficionado, but basically my mum, the first thing she did was get Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, and then get all of our, like the children that she had, their mouths, just pry them open, put a funnel in, and then pour it all into us. And
knowledge.
It means so much to see this game done so well. It's fantastic. It just blows me away.
All right, look, I want to labor on it because I know that like Maddie will get bored because it's not weeb shit, and we'll get bored with Maddie's fucking weeb shit. So we'll just stop talking about other games. But I need to know the answer to one absolutely critical question before we stop talking about Star Wars. How many times have you said stay on target so far? And if it's any less than 10, you're failing.
You're doing it wrong.
There was plenty of times. But I was disappointed at the lack of them saying it in the game. I will say.
I reckon they'll save it for like a really critical.
Yeah, no, there's like that.
Like it's the drop. Moment. It's the drop of the game.
Yeah.
I'm resistant to like a dogfight cockpit game because I just don't know. Like, sell it to me. There's nothing of that really appeals to me apart from it being a Star Wars skin. Like, how do you PvP it?
Sorry?
There's PvP, right?
Yes, there is. There's the main shipping point was there's like a quick play match sort of fragathon game mode, but then their main sale part of their shipping was a new mode where it's like a territory control thing where I don't think you have finite lives. I think it's pretty endless, but you're meeting in the middle, and then whoever wins the tug of war at the beginning fights small ships, and then if you fight the cruisers, and you kill them, then you go on to attack the flagship, and it goes back and forth. It's meant to be like a long con game. For you, Mylan Games, who has no experience in fighter sims, I don't know if I would sell it to you. There is a story mode which I think that you would get a lot of fun out of if you were into Star Wars pretty heavily. If you just take the difficulty right down, not because you're trash, but because it'll just allow you to ball those. It'll allow you to
because you're trash.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I was going to try and give you an out, but if you want to walk through that door, that's on you. But yeah, like you can just pull those through. It's keep on the story, which is really engaging to me. I don't know if it's for everyone.
I think Ain's being very nice, and he's in a very nice way saying stay on Microsoft Flight Simulator, bitch, because you're all about that. You're all about the anime titty, and you're scared of the cockpit.
Look.
Okay.
Shut up. Look.
Oh my God.
Let me run this past you, right? Yep. Boom, I'm playing PvP.
Yep.
I got someone on my tail firing lasers, right? How do you get out of that? Do you have a maneuver to do a backflip?
There's a it depends on how technically you want to get, because I used to roll. Don't do a barrel roll. Don't do a barrel roll. That's a trap, because then you're just spinning in place. Do an aileron roll where you pull up on the stick and turn at the same time, so you're spinning in a corkscrew.
I refuse to believe that there's any kind of weapon munition that cannot be thwarted by fucking barrel rolls.
Barrel rolling doesn't make you invulnerable, Log.
It's not what
I'm sorry.
Your
dreams are broken. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bullshit.
And N64 lied to you.
Well, what we might do, we might jump into talking about Destiny, hey, because that's kind of the common ground between cockpits and anime titties. So I'm gonna play the exquisite Festival of the Lost trailer right now, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about it. Okay.
Hello again.
Oh man.
It's so good.
What has happened since we last met?
Low volume, apparently.
Make the most of this time while you have it. Tomorrow is uncertain, but we always have today.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. What do you think? Hey, pretty good. Some wrist at the end there. Hey, Maddie didn't like the wrist, did you?
No, because it just reminds me of you. I'm like, it reminds me of you. I'm like, fuck Log Power Save. What a cunt. It's like.
I was about to ask you when you messaged me the other day. It's like, okay, how was it being the artistic lead for that trailer, Log?
I don't know. I mean, I knew nothing about it, so it's actually it just
seems to have you all over it like a bad smell. That's all.
I know, and I was even like,
it's fucking ripper. I
had no idea. I had no idea about any of this sort of stuff. It's got nothing to do with me whatsoever. But I was just absolutely fucking peppered by like notifications this morning. Like
look.
Like, it's got rock music in it. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with being the fucking guy for that, but like, what are the odds I'm actually going to miss a Destiny trailer, let alone the one that's got fucking riffs in it? Like, that's come on. I'm good here. I'm good. I seen it. But that's Festival of the Lost coming back again. And probably, not probably, almost certainly, this will be the last time we go into the Infinite Forest. The last time we have to do that content loop. It's, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to it in that respect, knowing that that all that shit's going to get removed and we're not going to have to do it again, or at least not anytime soon.
Looking forward to do it one last time.
Yeah, one last hurrah before it all gets deletus off the fucking.
I think
content model.
I think I am kind of maybe in the minority. Like, I didn't mind. I honestly didn't mind grinding the Infinite Forest. Maybe I'm just a fucking masochist.
No, I'm fine with it. Hey, what was the other fucking event where you went in there? Good content, good podcast.
I'm also
You're
spacing.
telling
That's
the story,
kind of
mate.
Yeah, the one, the spring one. What was it called?
Yeah,
not
the spring event.
not the dawning.
The Verdant Forest.
Yeah, when it was, I don't know, and when warlock grenades were just fucking broken and horrible.
Yeah.
But
on a sort of side note, parallel, you know what was really unforgettable? Because I was writing the law script, right? And I just totally forgot about Season of Undying. I don't think I even played it. Do you even remember what happened?
Look, like, it kind of got just swept under the rug because it was like the season that was buried under Shadowkeep, right?
Yeah, like I was doing a Vex video. I'm like, oh, that's right. There was a whole season about the Vex. What fucking happened again? And then I was like, I wish someone had done a summary video. Oh, wait, Blythe hasn't done one, and I haven't done one, so it doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Really? Like, so there's no summary video on Season of the Undying?
No.
Well, there you go. There's your homework. Is that what we're talking about in the law segment? You want to know? It's kind of funny how different this podcast is when it's on a Friday night. Hey, like we sometimes have to record on a Friday night. We don't always do it. We try to avoid it sometimes, but we literally just we're different people on a Friday afternoon.
Do you know what?
What?
Do you know what? Here's a sell for the Patreon, right? Because we've been doing the Patreon exclusive filming, right? Well, for once a month.
Cool. Yeah. We do a once a month podcast for the Patreon.
I missed that.
This. Actually, you're off. Yeah, get him out. Fuck him off.
Anyway.
I'll see myself out.
Yeah, essentially.
The Friday night podcast is a good advertisement because I think it's way closer to our Patreon podcast.
Yeah, except that I don't know. It's
a bit looser.
It's a lot looser. I listen back to some of it and I'm like, oh. You're heaps more savage on it. I'm about the same because I'm a bit of a fuckwit all the time. But anyway, let's not talk about that. It's it's another thing entirely. But I don't know. I mean, like I am looking forward to getting the Infinite Forest, not the Infinite, fucking the Spooky Forest. What would it, did we have? Does it have a name? It's just the Infinite Forest, but
is it the Haunted Forest?
Haunted Forest?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I'm having a shocker. Thanks, guys. And we're seeing the return of the I don't know. Look, we'll go through it. What is it? Horror's Least, and what's the other one called? The other gun. I'm going to load up the thing.
So Werewolf.
Yeah, I didn't get that last time. I just completely didn't get it.
Oh, really?
So I'll just get it this time. I'm kind of glad that they're, I'm sure there's some dipshit out there screeching about recycled content, but I'm good with it. The other thing is the I don't know. Have you guys seen the sparrow? The sparrow that comes with it?
Yeah, the mummified ghost sparrow and shit.
Yeah. It never ceases to amaze me, and I'm sure that like Americans as a whole have a pretty good handle on how to milk the living shit out of Halloween because it's fucking bigger than Christmas. Like seriously. Mummies this time around. So I've had like the spooky little ghost. Now it's mummies. So good times. We can get into that.
I have seen it because the lore cards for them came out a while ago. So.
Is there anything juicy?
I don't, not from memory. Well, nothing that I was like, hell yeah, my channel's saved. I can finally make a good lore video. Anyway.
I wasn't informed that your channel needed saving. Jeez.
Make sure to
check out my
Dude, I'm desperate. I'm desperate right now. We're a month overdue content. I'm fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel, pulling out theories.
I think
Sorry,
I mean,
keep going.
No, you're right. I like it when you lose your shit. It's like, really, what are we doing? We're talking about fucking Festival of the Lost.
Charlie from Always Sunny in here.
Yeah, fuck.
And I go down and knock on their door like, Carol!
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I'm just so starved of shit to do that I'm like, I just need this like miscellaneous carrot to be dangled in front of my face for me to chase. But I'm about it. I'm fine with it, and it's going to be good. So there's that.
I'm 100% stoked to send it off too. That's a very good point.
So yeah, there's a few things coming with it. I don't know. We won't even go through that. It's kind of pretty boring, and there's not much in the TWAB this week. So really, we're kind of scraping the barrel already. The most important thing in the TWAB this week, though, is that the Bungie Foundation is doing some stuff in support of the insane bushfires that we call them bushfires, they're forest fires or whatever you want to call wildfires over in the States, but all the same thing. It's a fire in trees and it's bad. So definitely go over and check that out. You can land yourself a empathetic ghost shell pin. So a little happy little love heart ghost pin. That, you know, I mean, they always do this stuff so well. They always hit the absolute right notes, you know. And I've been waiting for this actually, because I kind of felt guilty in a way, because, you know, like before COVID and all that sort of shit, it felt like the whole world was sort of throwing support behind Australia because of all the bushfires and bullshit we had going on here. And over in the States, it's you know, on the West Coast, it's been just as bad. And I'm glad. It's just good to see that, you know, of course Bungie are going to come to the plate. They always do. Beyond that, double ordeal Nightfall loot this week, but it's the Garden World Strike, so fucking good luck. More or less. This isn't your, you know, just farming fucking Lake of Shadows. This is I haven't even done it, and I'm already like wincing. Like, I can see the wince in people's voice. Oh great, it's double ord. Oh, never mind. So I guess you're gonna have to be pretty fucking rusted on and dedicated to get in there and do numerous runs of that. It sounds more difficult than at least Lake of Shadows, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, as I said, not much in terms of player support, but yeah, that's about it. It's kind of, I don't know, we're definitely in a content drought. It's happy days. Content with a little C.
I don't know what it is about this time. I think just the drawn out nature of the COVID delay for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
Kind of has me more hopeful for this upcoming stuff. Even right now, when all we have is sort of Festival of the Lost, which was supposed to, if I remember correctly, happen within the realms of Beyond Light.
Yep.
Look, I don't know what it is about right now, but I'm like, I understand that there's not a whole lot to do right now, but I've got other stuff to do, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited for the thematical and narrative and gameplay and world building and exploration impacts that are going to happen in less than in about 30 days time now. I don't know. I am sad that there's not a whole lot to draw me into Destiny right now, but I'm extremely happy with where I can envision the game heading with all the hints that they've been dropping to us. But I wish, for God's sakes, they just release the date of the raid.
Yeah, I mean, that
so
was
I can take time off work.
I didn't mention that in the run through of the 12 because it's not fucking in there.
Yeah, exactly.
People are starting to get a bit antsy. I've seen a lot of meme tweeting about it being released on the 25th of December, and just, I think Glad tweeted that out. Just bullshit. But I don't know. I don't think we've come this close to a major release without them sort of saying it, eh? But maybe this is all tied up in them not wanting people to be able to be too far ahead of the curve in terms of cheating and the raid race and all that sort of shit. That's going to be a very complicating factor. You know, like Shadowkeep was the launch of Destiny on Steam, and it became, you know, it was kind of picked apart from that point onwards. So he's hoping that it's all tied into the same thing. Look at Matt with his itchy ear.
Itchy ear, mate.
Nothing. I'm not judging. Good.
Did those of you listen to the audio only version?
Yeah, I like to fill people in just on random things. That was very well put. Ain't like I think that we're in that spot. It's just there's no you know, no two ways about it. We're in the droughtiest of droughts we'll ever drought. I've seen the skill-based matchmaking argument come around 3 times in the last few weeks. So people are definitely fucking bored. Yeah. That's when you know that
the only reason
it's
Log
time.
Power Save goes on Twitter is to mark the passing of the SPMM seasons. Oh shit!
I've been trying not to go on Twitter and failing.
You know how you know when it's a drought.
Yeah.
Dado goes on holiday and gets married.
There you go.
And gets engaged. Yeah, congratulations. I mean, Daniel was only on the show like earlier in the month or last month. Congratulations. It wasn't that fucking wholesome, positive news. What a beautiful day. And it's not like anything else today has happened that anyone else has got to be happy about. So, you know.
Your timelines are blessed.
2020.
That's how you fucking know when Destiny's in a drought. Dado's taken time off, and he's taken enough time off, he's organised a fucking engagement.
It's beautiful. I'm happy then. If that's the positive that comes out of this, I'm fucking all about it. I want that. I think that, I don't know. I'm a big advocate. I reckon we should just have a period of a month every year where Destiny just gets turned off and no one can play it, so you can go and like repair all the relationships that you fucked up in the ensuing 11 months. Or maybe that's just me that's really shit in maintaining friendships.
Yeah. You know what, Log? I wasn't gonna say it.
I am excited. I'm actually going to be very refreshed because I haven't played Destiny in ages, like a long time.
Matt, what was the last raid you did? Crota.
Oh.
Look at his face.
I just love being mean to him.
Look, I don't raid as much. Look.
I'm just being mean. I'm being mean. I've had a big day at work. I'm just being mean. You can just tell me to fuck off, and it's fine.
I can never get back to where I want to be. Okay, is going into a raid blind, right? Yep. I haven't had that opportunity ever since really, like, the channel has been doing well with lore, because usually it's a fucking race to beat my name is Biff to all the fucking good lore juicy shit. You recently, that's a topic. You write down, that's a good topic. That's a fucking 100k view topic there. And then you've got like the alternative is, I should be grinding fucking bounties in a cave in a lost sector to get my level up for the potential to run a raid race with the other squillion fucking people doing it, and then stream me yelling at Log for fucking 12 hours and have zero payoff.
I've ruled myself out. I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. There's a group of the TA boys that are doing it, and I'm gonna, like, I'll be there. I'll probably, hopefully, I'll be on holidays and that, and I'll fucking get in and cheerlead like you will not believe. But there is no way in the world I'm putting myself into a stressful situation, because I reckon that's how you fuck your friendships up. That's how you cook your friendships.
Do you know what I do? Actually, what I do want to do is not a fucking, well, I want to be world's first. I would love somehow to get the most casual people together, and we've got friends. We got certain friends which would fill that category, and certain friends that would not fill that category of just like a chill as fuck raid experience. First time going in blind, whatever, doesn't matter, power level, as long as you can get through a couple of things. But I actually have not put enough time into Destiny to be at that level since someone in chat, Senchi, I was in the first Destiny clan with Senchi. It was probably King's Fall. Like, since I really hit it hard to try to actually get through a raid on day one. Eat a dick. No one say anything. Whatever.
I'm reading chat, and chat is like collectively going, yeah, nah.
I was absorbing. I was trying to be a good listener. Fuck you, Mylan Games. But honestly, you do touch on a good point.
Etsy's comment, you want to be really specific when you're telling me that you're going into a raid blind, because I'll just turn up hammered. Yeah, let's fucking go.
No, Log, you weren't meant to read anything about it. Well, I can't read now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not a reader.
Everyone thinks I can't fucking play Destiny. Everyone's like, oh, Senchi, tell me how Marlon used to raid. I got recruited into a clan because I had all the VOG gear doing LFGs with people I didn't even fucking know, and save the day. I still fucking remember this. This is something I'm going to remember when I'm on my deathbed and be like, I remember that one time I did VOG, and be like, what's he talking about? Oh, he fucking used to play video games 100 years ago.
Yes, know, Grandad, you've told this story again.
I know.
Just mad on his dead bed, hallucinating oracles. Oracles.
Oh, man. Everyone went down in the vaults of glass. I resurrected fucking after the timer as a bloody warlock. I spammed solar grenades at Atheon. I went down. My solar grenades continued to burn him. fucking boss went down, the loot spouted out, everyone fucking cheered. It was great.
The one time that Mylan Games lived up to the games part of his fucking name. I don't know. I don't really have a memory like that I can. Maybe that's just because I'm always. I don't know. I've got the opposite strategy to Matt. Matt's like, I want to take people in. I want all these people who are chill. I want to go in blind. And I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to go in with 5 people who are all more competent than me and know what they're doing. And I 100% want to get it done in a reasonable time frame without having to learn anything. That's
not fun. It's not. That's not fun. The fun fucking part of raiding is sorting out the puzzles. I don't think there's any fun about someone carrying you through a raid.
I mean, is there fun being paid for doing nothing? That's not an attack.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, if you got someone just gave you $50, would you be like, that's cool?
Oh, No. What you're talking about is external motivation, which is you get a reward, but you have got no real motivation to do it. You're like, yeah, cool, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I act grateful.
Got the cool gear.
Look, if you're listening to this podcast, right now or fucking later this week, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong? It's me. I'm fucking up the dynamic. I know I'm fucking up the dynamic. I'm angry for no apparent reason. I feel like I am. I'm being very nasty to Matt. I'm being more nasty to Matt.
No, you're not.
No.
Okay.
You just don't like raiding, and you're a dipstick for it, but that's okay.
I do like.
You're allowed to not like.
You know
things.
what? I'm all about grandmasters now. I know that's the biggest 180 in fucking 360 or whatever the fuck. I don't know. In gaming history.
I'm sick of your fucking grandmaster talk, mate. Weird champ.
Weird.
Oh my god.
All right, Matt. Have you got your fucking law document open? What are you telling us about this week? All right, what's happened in the fucking law?
Can you please fucking tell me 5 minutes before I have to do it, so I don't have to pretend that we do this every week, where I go on this massive rant. Why you should have given me warning whilst I open up my fucking Word document so I can remember
Look, for next week, I'll give you the choice cuts, okay? Here's the deal. I'll give you half an hour's warning when we start the fucking podcast. That's your warning. Just open it. What are you using your screen for? You just do just do it.
I'm reading chat. I'm just having a nice time talking to my friends, mate.
I've never been fucking more happy to be in a Discord call in my entire life. Holy
it's like just parents arguing. That's who we've become.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
All right. What's happening in law this week?
Whilst I was spiraling into depression, trying to think about what kind of position I am on YouTube, where I've actually got sponsors and they're going to be all fucking pissy because I can't make content from nothing to actually get views. I'm thinking, geez Louise, what am I going to write about today? And then I thought, there's got to be some more stuff in this trailer. There's got to be, the Beyond Light. You know how I did the Vex? The Vex and the XO?
Yeah.
That was a pretty fun video because it was mainly speculative, and we haven't really done that in a while. So I thought, fuck, what else were people getting hyped about? So let me test it just to see if I've got a good topic. What was it? Do you remember what got your? I said got your dick hard. Then I thought, nah, it's too risque. Then I told you anyway.
But then you said it.
So anyway, what tightened your belt? Do you know what I mean?
I'm worried about the fucking strength of your pull-out game. It is lacking. It is lacking. What a vulgar shit show. You on your own have turned this fucking podcast into by talking about penises.
Oh my fucking God.
Disgusting flannelette-clad man.
Oh mate, it's the power of the flano.
Oh no.
What Russell did you?
What fills your phallus with blood? Says Mylan Games. Oh shit!
From the Beyond Light trailer.
Yeah, if someone run for terms of service, I'd like to be put out of my misery. I don't know, Matt. Can you tell us I'm incredibly distracted? Fucking hell.
All right. Vex with legs.
Are they sexy? Hang on.
Harpies with legs.
Are they sexy legs?
Yeah, they're a bit sexy. No, tell me you saw the harpies with legs.
No, I fucking flat out didn't.
There's in the trailer. There's a Gorgon looking motherfucker who legit like just nosedives at a fire team on a ramp, and he like has his legs extended like a hawk landing on prey, and it just slams the ground.
Like,
Okay.
fucking
Yeah, legitimately, like he has the little frills from the Gorgon thing flailing back, and the legs are going like this, like straight at him.
Fucking hell.
I'm sorry. I hope you don't have to edit that. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna edit it.
We don't edit.
I mean, yeah, it's just we're going raw. Oh my god, the fucking puns, terrible. No, I like flat out did not notice harpies with legs. I can't tell if you're having me on. Honestly, I can't tell if this is.
No. There is a different enemy. There is a different enemy type in the trailer. A Vex enemy type that we have not seen before. They look a bit like the Gorgons, and there's some weird looking harpies with legs as well. So I wanted to break that down and be like, the Vex, because in previous expansions, right, when we get a new enemy type, there's a fair bit of lore behind that. Okay. Yeah. So the Scorn, they had darkness infused ether. The Splicers, they had Siva with, they infuse Siva to transform themselves. So I guess the whole premise of this video is we are assuming that something has transformed the Vex, which is pretty interesting because that has not occurred before, and our knowledge of the Vex is they're quite a neutral force. So, and I wanted to remind people, your dog farted, didn't it?
Oh yeah. I'm not sure I'm gonna make it, guys.
Mid-story, Log just puts his t-shirt over his nose, and I see fear in his eyes, like he's actually squinting, like he's kind of fucking onion. And then I said, "Your dog's just fucking farted in your room, hasn't it?"
It burns.
Fuck me.
Fucking God. Oh. No, just to look back, it is interesting that we understand the Vex to be with the like the fucking radio area. They're the transformer a lot of the time. They're not the transformee. We don't really see change. They're the people who they're usually influencing everything else around them to make it like them and what they want it to be. So I agree. That's gonna be really.
Aintpro knows what's going on. Log. I mean, I asked Log like he's a fucking plank of wood, mate. When it comes to
what the fuck would I know about Transformers? Anyway, moving on.
Right. So what I wanted to explore with this video was what could be happening. Are they? Because we see them in quite a different environment too, which we assume is the inside of a pyramid ship. Or at the very least, darkness-related architecture. It has the, like when we went into the pyramid ship, it had those bridges and that kind of looking architecture. And we have all these, different Vex enemy types walking around.
Yep.
So I wanted to think about whether, wait a second, are they invading the pyramid ships too? And have they harnessed the darkness like we are? Or had they been controlled by the darkness? So I wanted to explore those two possibilities. And I think you can get pretty close to knowing what's happening by understanding the creation of the Vex and their origins and that kind of thing. So thinking all the way back, do you remember the No Time to Explain quest line from D1? Oh, no, sorry. No Time to Explain. Yeah, No Time to Explain, yeah.
I mean, vaguely, yeah.
You had to go to the Vault of Glass, and you got the 3 ghosts from Praedyth.
Yep.
And then a secret portal opened up, and you went through.
Yep.
Do you know that we actually time travel in that one? Destiny has time traveling.
So
I never
we,
played, so that's
I
very
thought no.
That's
So do
really
we actually time travel, not like Praetor sent the I was under the assumption it was the other way around, but I mean, Lord Genius Power Slave. I'm probably wrong.
Well, I mean, it's in the Vault of Glass, so, maybe it's not as time travel as you think. But when you go through that portal, you end up in the Atheon room, but it's completely different and it's overgrown and it's all fucked up.
Yep.
And all the Vex in that room are taken, right? And Praetor says over the top, "Welcome to the end of the Vex, their immutable future, enslaved to a will that I understand, a will long dead here, dead eons ago. But then they won't end, will they, because you're here." So it basically says you've gone to the future. This is the future where the Vex, or this is a timeline where the Vex die. The reason why I bring it up is because it proves, well, it's a paradox. It half proves that the Vex can be controlled by the darkness. In this case, it was Oryx wielding the darkness to take them, and they can be changed. But it also disproves that because it's a timeline that never occurred, because the Vex allowed us to kill Oryx, and we went on to kill Oryx, and then of course they never met their match because Oryx was one of the few people that could kill the Vex because of paracausality.
Yep.
So it sort of gets us pretty close to the idea that, yeah, okay, the Vex aren't going to be controlled by the darkness. If we have different looking Vex with darkness related architecture, my best guess so far is they willingly chose to embrace the darkness and wield the darkness. And that might explain Vexy legs. So then I wanted to jump down that rabbit hole and explore what the consequences of that would be. And it is pretty interesting because we obviously got the origins of the Vex story back with Unveiling in Shadowkeep. And it's been a while since I read that, so I reread that and essentially, came to the same conclusion I did back then, which was the cosmic forces of the light and the dark were wrestling, having a bit of a mud wrestle in the Black Garden. And through that chaos, they created life. And one of the things that got ejected from the garden.
Why did you have to say created life for?
It's a metaphor.
Right, yeah.
The chef's kiss, beautiful. Like, moving on.
Oh.
Yeah.
The pattern was ejected from the garden. And there's this whole bunch of lore that basically suggests the Vex developed from this pattern. And the pattern, this is all that fucking cellular automata shit and the game of life. And it basically boils down, this is my opinion because it's very cryptic. The Vex are trying to reinforce the pattern. When you have the pattern, it basically means balance between the light and the dark. That's what I boil that all down to. So the Vex aren't evil. They're trying to maintain balance. Essentially.
Yep.
Right? So if you put all that together, to see the Vex wielding the darkness, you're like, well, why would they wield the darkness? Because that's going to seem like it really throws everything off balance. But you put it in the context of Beyond Light, Guardians are wielding the darkness too. So it's sort of like, how can we have one being wielding both light and dark? The Vex are going to have to step up their game, specifically in paracausality, by having darkness powers. There you go.
I think that's cool. It's a cool development in terms of, like, we're definitely changing as Guardians. It's nice to see our opposition changing as well, right? Like, not just in terms of like what they actually do in the game, but like thematically. And
I think that's the most. Sorry, you go for a minute.
No, you're right.
I was just going to say, I think that's the most exciting thing about the whole the interference missions is the interference itself. Seeing what we perceive, which might be a ruse, what we perceive as Savathun's hand actually being shown, like her stepping out of shadows and like actually having a direct influence, saying no, please don't let them interface with this force that I have, is seeing how that in our perception is her sort of trying to make us not obtain this force for our own that has been hers for so long, the influence of the dark, the darkness powers, etc. And so where that leads our enemies is the most interesting thing to me.
You know, I just thought as well, right?
Here we go, live lore thinkings.
just being chat with their fucking 5,000 IQ has just made an idea pop into my head, right?
Ooh.
Remember back in Destiny 1,
Yes.
the Vex were almost synonymous with the darkness. Like the Vex were almost like the darkness. And we've slowly drifted away from that idea as we found out more about the darkness and Oryx and that kind of stuff. But remember, like the Exo Stranger and Osiris, you know, remember Curse of Osiris, you went to the dark future where only the Vex lived. And it was like, this is the darkness. This is the dark future where it's ruled by the Vex. The first time you meet, or whenever you meet the Exo Stranger in Destiny 1, I don't know, I can't remember, is it the second time when you see her in the Ishtar library?
Yep.
You know, the Vex are the darkest things, or whatever that reference she makes to, you know, being evil and all that kind of stuff. So I wonder whether this is going to do a big loop around and reveal that the Vex eventually embrace the darkness. And that's why they've always been synonymous with the darkness, because in those future timelines, they've already got there. They've already done that, and they're gone beyond the pattern now.
I think that, like, I think you're on the money, and I think that it's kind of like a full circuit loop back to them worshipping the heart of darkness in the Black Garden, right? Like,
yeah,
it's basically that again, more or less, one way or another.
Yeah,
it's them finding a way to seek that. You know, maybe it's not born of like them being inherently evil. Maybe it's the fact that they're neutral and trying to balance things out, as you say, because we're definitely a powerful force and we're largely a force of light. So I don't know.
Right.
Who knows?
Mate, look, like your log always does, every now and then he's like a monkey on a typewriter and he punches out something fucking decent. Look, I'm going to read you this line because I think it summarizes perfectly what you just said. This is the darkness speaking from that Unveiling Law book. They are not all mine, not in the way that admires such as my man Oryx are mine, utterly devoted to practicing to the practice of my principle. But some of them have nonetheless found their way home. So that's a darkness talking about the Vex.
Yeah, right. Did
finding their way home.
Did he call Oryx my man?
My man.
My
yes,
man.
Admirers such as my man Oryx.
The darkness.
My man Oryx is mine.
The darkness is chill as fuck. My man.
The darkness hangs out in a smooth jazz club and smokes cigars all day.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he or she, whatever. I'm not assuming, you know, omnipotent powers, genders here. That's definitely not happening on this podcast. All right, holy shit, moving right along. You know what we might do? It's a Friday night and we're chilling. So we'll jump straight into having a chat to everyone that's rocking on in chat. And if you want to jump in and you actually want to talk to us on the podcast, you can do that because we do that now. That's a thing that we do. We invested in technology and now you can do it. So you can jump straight
I feel like we need to give people warning. Is this something that happens every week or is it just like whenever you feel like it? How do people prepare themselves?
Depends what mood I'm in. Most weeks I'm in the mood to talk to people. Some weeks I'm not. I don't know. It depends if everything's going
what
shit.
About
did we do it last week? I can't remember. I think we just spoke to Senchi. What about what? Okay.
If the TWAB is low, right, and it's a slow news week, just come prepared to class like you can get on the air.
Yeah, I think that's a call. I think if you read an underwhelming TWAB, you can.
We're not going to tell you there's homework. There will be homework though, maybe.
There will be homework.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything in particular. So I think it's exclamation mark Discord. I think we made a command. So if you want to hit that up, if you're not already in the DDU Discord, but all you've got to do is jump into the waiting room. And we'll pull you up and we'll have a chat in due course. So if that's something that you're fucking interested in, go for it. It's 4 a.m. Sleep is for babies. Good job, Charmin. All right, so jumping back into something Kazamaza said in chat here. Wasn't there a reference in D1 where the Vex were only the scouts of the Vex race? Is that I remember that.
I'll tell you this. And oh yeah, here's a nice little secret for you. You guys will enjoy this, right? So look, desperate times call for desperate measures. And I reckon I've only done this a handful of times in my YouTube career.
Here we go. Is it the law of Rule 34 porn?
No. I typed in, my name is Bife on YouTube to see if I can get any ideas, right?
Oh, no, Maddie. What have you...
And
I went to his trailer discussion, right, just to see if I can nab one of those topics and stretch it out to 10 minutes. One of the top voted comments, and I never would have found this because it's not fucking. I ended up finding a screenshot of it randomly to confirm that it actually was said. But because I never played Nicki Menagerie, right? So I never played that content. But Callus says this in the Menagerie: the mightiest Vex you have felled are but farmers, engineers, and managers. The day they send real warriors. Laughs in Callus.
yeah,
Right.
honestly,
So that-
pretty terrifying thought because
They're pretty tough, man, already. Like, who's the middle management? Like, the Minotaurs, they're like, just, they'd
Yeah,
be
so
fucked if
that
there was
supports
Vex
my theory
redundancies.
that supports my theory that they've just been caretakers, and these are going to be warrior Vex embracing the darkness.
So what you're telling me is that, like, the scary Vex that they teased in this lore card was just harpies with legs. Is that it?
pretty
Chicken.
They're
Chickens.
scarier. They're scarier without legs because they can float to wherever you are.
maybe we've got hang on, maybe we've got it backwards. Maybe because these current Vex are the farmers and the caretakers, maybe the harpy chicken is just the thing that they're farming.
Yeah, maybe they're robot chickens.
Maybe they're just trying to get their harpy eggs before they go to regular Vex work, so they have dinner later.
Now all the chat's memeing about the Karen mind because of the managers.
Oh yeah, dude. The un-Karen mind.
Oh yeah, so that's why, because I was doing that Vex research. That's what I was like, what the fuck happened in season of Undying? Like, can you tell me what the fuck actually happened? I actually don't think I played it. I actually don't think I played
I
Undying.
did.
Undying was when, because we got Scene 14 back. Essentially, Osiris was so paranoid about alternate timelines and stuff. He essentially made a what we use as a time machine to simulate, because it was the corridors of time. It was the hexagonal.
No,
shit.
that's after Undying. That's fucking season of Dawn.
That's you right. I'm bad. I think it just was
It
the
was
Vex are coming through from the Black Garden. I think that's just basically it.
Yeah, it was that activity where we had to kill the thing at the end.
Undying Mind.
Look.
Yeah.
And then basically it was to shut. And then I can't even remember.
We were getting
there was
Vex.
that
We were getting
fucking
Vex parts.
gate. That gate was being built out the front of Ikora.
Yeah, what happened with that?
It was basically to trace all the different possible. In the same way, what the fuck is his name? Mr. Mistopheles, the big arm dude we fight in Curse of Osiris at the end. In the same way that that we couldn't find him, the gate was essentially to, when we do the activity, make sure he gets dragged out instead of some random Vex boss. And so in the final week, he's the one that's dragged out, and then we essentially stop the Vex invasion from the Black Garden onto the moon, if I remember correctly.
We use the gate. So the gate's not there anymore, right?
No.
So we use the gate to pull the Vex from the garden and kill the Undying Mind.
Yes. Because I guess the way that Ikora put it was, we could hunt Vex for years and years and years and years and years and then still not find this idiot. So we will build his door, and then we'll open his door and he will fall out of it.
Right.
And I think that's the way I think that's the way it works.
Because the whole Undying Mind's meant to restore the Black Art
That's what he was doing. That's right.
and the garden.
So why were the Vex invading the moon again? I can't remember.
Mate, I was trying to work it out to see if this would fit into my theory somehow.
2019 seems like such a fucking long time ago.
Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it? But
Yeah.
this all happened. This all happened after PAX, and PAX feels like it was 3 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's why I'm thinking about I need to do what the fuck happened in X season at the end of every X season.
I reckon
Just so you have
that's a
something to
great
go back and
idea.
reference for yourself.
More for yourself than.
Yeah. 100%.
Can you call it that too? Can you call it that? What the fuck happened in
Mylan's seasonal diary? Dear Mylan, today you witnessed the Vex Gate, and through it fell the undying mind.
What the fuck
I
was
was
that
thinking
all about?
of doing
Season of the Undying
a
edition.
law for dummies and just pretend like I'm speaking the log. Do a law for dummies series.
I mean, fair, but also
The fake offense on your face.
You know, there was a guy
yeah.
there was a guy through the week, I can't remember who it was, but he commented, he's like, why is always Matt's law talking to log got to be like it's a fucking primary school quiz? It's like you got to drag the answers out of me. And it's because I'm dumb. So cop that, whoever you are. That's why.
No. Do you know the reason why I quiz you?
Makes it accessible because I'm the everyman.
It does make it accessible, but it's also that I can't remember everything. So it helps me, like, it gives me time to fucking read your story.
Damn it. Son of a bitch.
It gives me time to read my next fucking paragraph and work out what I'm saying.
Oh,
While I
no,
quiz
right.
you.
I know, right? All right, let's fucking scroll back. There's a few questions back here. We can answer them.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! It's doing that thing where the chat keeps dropping to the bottom. Senshi wants to know, why is Nessus staying? Does Failsafe have an important part to play against the Vex? Why is Nessus important enough to stay? Anyone got a theory? I think it's because it's the one that they could like redesign quick enough, or redo the lighting on quick enough, or change the engine on quick enough. Or...
Interesting. Siva. There you go, Siva.
Siva's a good one.
You just read that from chat.
I actually didn't, but I see. It looks like it because I see that now. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I am a smirked person.
Damn,
Why Siva? All right, why Siva? Tell me why. Why? Validate
because
your
we were
claim.
meant to have a fucking Nightfall with Siva on Nessus that was leaked fucking when D2 came out and it never came.
Really? I didn't even know that. Okay.
All the Exodus ships were carrying Siva for colony purposes log, and obviously the Exodus Black is no exception. So there's still a container on there that apparently the Vex haven't found yet because it's either too secure or maybe they already have it and we just don't know.
The thing is, Siva's in the same category as Rasputin. It's like too much of a powerful narrative to like explain properly. It's like, hey, we found Siva and control it. We win.
Yep.
Golden Age back.
Yeah.
You can't like... Yeah, you can't really put it back in its box once it's fucking out there either, eh? Like, it's there and there's nothing you can do about it. You know,
like everyone else is running around playing cowboys and Indians or whatever, cowboys and aliens, and then some dude's like, bang, I shot you, and then one kid's running like, no, you didn't. Bang, I shoot you, now you're dead.
Yeah.
That's what Siva is.
It always felt to me like we were going to get Guardians that used Siva instead of Light. I always kind of thought it was going to go that way, but obviously not. So anyway. All right, hey, look, we've got Shaman here. We're going to pull him in and have a chat. Hope he's ready. Holy shit. Because, it's, you know, like... I do worry that one day I'm going to pull... Oh, hello. Good. I worry... Sorry, man. I was just saying that I do worry that one day I'm going to pull someone in completely unprepared and they'll be in the middle of doing something nefarious and that'll be the end of the podcast, I suppose. Just TOS into oblivion.
Well, I just got out of the bathroom, so you don't have to worry about that.
That is a Category 7 overshare. I'm glad that you waited. I'm glad that you waited to finish your shit or whatever you were up to come on the podcast.
Well, you're making it worse. What do you got for us, mate? Shut up, Log.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask, have any of y'all ever watched the show The Expanse?
It's on my
season
to-do list.
1, I think I watched. I can't remember it very well, though.
Okay. Well, I was just going to mention there's like some weird parallels between The Expanse and Destiny storyline. If you go back and either read the books or watch the show.
Okay,
Like a bunch of elder aliens. You got this. The show revolves around this stuff called protomolecule, which is used to just make things out of biological material. Right. And I just heard y'all talking about Siva a minute ago.
True. Right. I mean, yeah.
I think the idea of Siva is a real world concept that like physicists and scientists dream about, where you need this material to travel through space because you don't know what stuff is going to be on planets. So in order to like planet hop, you need something that can basically
like
break down
/ tool.
Yeah, you need to like break down shit and build more fuel out of it, basically.
I thought it was just those little machines out of Big Hero 6. That's what I imagine when I see Siva.
How good is Big Hero 6? Anyway,
anyway.
So they have this similar concept, right, in Expanse?
Yes. I mean, I would tell you more about what it builds, but I don't want to spoil it for you.
Oh, you can do that.
But
you can do that. I'm sure you can do that. Look, if you're into The Expanse and you've not watched it all yet, and you're listening to the podcast, just I don't know, throw your phone in the bin.
Okay, all right.
Wherever you are.
Well, in that case, so its main thing, it was actually sent by an old alien race, but that's beside the point. What it does is it builds anything that they want it to. But number one, it builds a portal that they can go through to visit a system. So what they do is they like send it on a moon or some other object into the system, and it gets put on a planet with organic material, and it builds what they want it to, which is a gate that they can come through.
Yeah. Spot on.
But I mean, the other part about The Expanse is that, you know, like they are literally on some of the places that we are in Destiny as well. Some of it takes place on Titan, Mars. They talk about Io. Io's actually really big in the story. So I just thought it was weird that there was kind of a parallel between the two. And I love both. So
how long ago were the books written?
I think the first book was written in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, okay. So there's a fair chance that maybe that they could be in part inspiring it in a way. I think that's cool. I think that's the coolest shit ever.
The thing is, like, the more I play other games or even anything, like, you can't write a story without being influenced by the things you consume.
Yeah, no way.
You know, I mean, now that I've played Halo, like the parallels between fucking Halo and Destiny are crazy. I'm just like, you know, when I saw 343, whatever the fucking call, like, that's a fucking ghost. What's that about? Like, you know?
Well, I have another theory about that if you want to hear it.
All right.
There you go.
Lay it on us.
Okay, all right. I'll make this one quick. So Destiny is the Halo universe thousands of years in the future.
I can dig it.
And the reason that you have Guardians is that they're all descendants of Master Chief.
I fucking like it.
When the librarian changed him in Halo 4, that way he can access
I've deleted all of Halo 4 from my memory, but fair enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the only reason I remember that part at all, is because I thought about it when it came to Destiny. Because, you know, Master Chief is kind of in Destiny due to that Easter egg. So what I'm saying is that the librarian changed his genetics so that he could fight the Diadact on his own ground, right?
Yep.
The Traveler is just a piece of Forerunner technology. And I think even deeper in the lore, there was a race that preceded the Forerunners. Those are the pyramid
people.
God.
It literally makes sense because the Destiny logo is Master Chief's crutch, and the whole reason it's called Destiny is because it came after Halo. It was their destiny.
No. Bam. Right there.
Confirmed. Canon. Question it, peasants. Nothing. See? Silence. No one said anything.
Your move, Reddit.
So does that mean ghosts? You got to fit ghosts. Are they called monitors? What's 343 called?
The monitor. Yes.
He's a monitor. Yeah.
So does that mean ghosts and monitors? So how does that work? Because
really.
ghosts look after.
Not really. It could be. They could be like a different type of Forerunner tech that comes from the Traveller, which is a giant bit of Forerunner tech, like a giant Forerunner golf ball.
Monitors 2.0.
There you go.
And we're basically mini Halos. We're like mini destructive fucking people just wiping out everything.
Yeah. We're here to destroy all sentient life.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
Or
you go.
anything that's been infected with the darkness. The flood.
I'm just going to go ahead and thank Shaman for coming on and just like literally outlining all of the rest of Destiny. We're going to crack open the Traveller, and Master Chief's going to be in there and come and save us all. That's it. The end.
Yep.
That's it. All right, man. Thank you for coming in. It's that was enlightening. Thank
Cheers,
you
mate.
very much. Have a good one.
You're welcome. You'll have a great one.
Mate.
Thank you.
There's another bloke in the fucking thing. I'm going to pull him in, but I know that he's just been a nuisance. He comes on every second week. This fucker. It's Senchi. Senchi, get your hand out your pants, mate.
How did he know?
I know, mate. I know. How you going, mate? What's going on?
Oh, I'm just hotspotting off my phone, mate. What about you?
Why are you hotspotting? Can you tell me that I'm a bad friend and I haven't kept up with the fucking Joneses on that? What's going on? Why are you hotspotting?
Oh, my previous housemate and her partner moved around the corner because a house opened up and they're trying to start a new life for themselves, kind of thing.
And they got sick of you
And I
standing
don't
in
take
the
my
doorway
bins out
while they
enough,
were
so-
going at it. What? So your internet got
Fucking
cut
hell.
off? Your internet got cut off?
Yeah, yep. It'll be back
that's
next
sad.
week. Hopefully,
Why would they
in a
not
timely manner.
organise it to be transferred to reduce downtime?
That's
Mate,
heinous.
I don't know.
That's
but-
horrible.
All
Do they
I've
know
got
that
is
you're a
my
famous
mobile.
streamer?
That's-
Yeah.
I
Do they
have
not know?
mentioned that from time to time. They just don't seem to get it. It's the
Oh.
struggle that we face as
I don't see
Yeah.
why they'd want to move out and away from such a famous streamer such as yourself, Senchi.
I mean, they barely even know I'm here, mate. I'm in my room streaming all the time. So, Anyway,
Is it the goggles, do you think, Senchi, that the fact that you kind of walk around the house wearing fucking ski goggles all the time, is that maybe?
and nothing else. Yeah, I thought they'd be a bit happy
All right,
about that. But
what do you want to know, you fucking idiot? What's going on?
so the fail safe, I said that, and then I started thinking about it, and we brought up Siva. Now, Siva's kind of maintained its presence since that DLC back in Destiny 1. Settle down. It's all right, mate. And anyway,
I'm just getting flashbacks. As anyone who knows Senchi, imagine an 80-year-old man in a fucking teenage boy's body. It takes about 45 fucking years to get to the point, but I love it at the same time. So keep going.
I didn't feel like an 80-year-old man when I destroyed your toilet, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Matt did. Life just
Anyway,
passed him
Siva-
by. Anyway.
Siva keeps coming up, and
Right.
do you feel like, they're just going to drop it off the edge, or is it going to come back full strength later on? Are we going to see it get used properly? And then if so, it's so erratic. Talking about failsafe, do you reckon she'd be the person to kind of get the spotlight on that one? Because she's got control of sort of her own double personality kind of thing, and Siva is so erratic, she might be. What do you think?
Look, I sort of tuned out the last half of that question because I just had a bit of a brain fart, a bit of an idea,
I
right?
think yeah, all right. Tell us the idea and then we'll yeah.
Then answer his question, right? So with stasis, okay, we can now build structures with our
Yep.
powers, right? That's basically what you can use Siva to. Imagine if we end up wielding other things like Siva. Siva could be any. You can make any sort of barrier. Like it could just be an ability, just like you make fucking ice walls and all this other bullshit. You can make like Siva stuff. Shoot little Siva mites out. Actually, that doesn't sound cool at all.
Yes,
Nah.
it does. It's Big Hero 6. That's very cool.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah, like that,
And
yeah.
it's as cool as it gets. Thank you very much.
Okay,
want
go
my
on. What
own
was the actual
personal
question?
Baymax. It was whether or not you think that if someone's going to become erratically in control of Siva, failsafe would be a good pick.
Well, it depends on the old Rassy boy, really.
I mean, Raspy.
Yeah, I
He's
think
locked in a fucking engram at the moment, so
he's looking at Enneagram, but in the lore thing, the Exodus mission lore tab, Annabelle was leaving with a little fucking terabyte hard drive with him on it and an experimental exo frame to the tower.
Yeah.
So if anyone was to take control of Siva permanently as an avenue for maybe distributing powers to Guardians, I think it would be Rasputin in potentially a new humanoid and approachable NPC form. In my opinion.
yeah, I mean, or you could easily argue the opposite, which is
True.
Rasputin's no longer in some big AI and he's in human form, so it would go to the next strongest AI, which would be his failsafe.
She is golden age. Although I've been honestly waiting for a Nessus timeline where we either have to save failsafe or she begins attacking us as the Exodus Black is finally consumed by the Vex. I've no idea why that hasn't happened yet.
She
That's
could
so
end
why
up with a
all that
Siva built body.
Do you know why all that lore is so fuzzy in my head? Because it was Destiny 2 and there was no Grimoire cards and it was all in game. You had to actually play the game to get
was
the fucking
rough.
lore.
Yeah. And that and
The
like
lore
day
was
drinking Captain
adventures.
Morgan's. It's probably also not helping.
Might have something to do with it.
All right, Senshi. That was very thought provoking, Senshi. I'm glad that you came in and yet again referenced destroying Mylan's toilet and also had a question. That was great.
You did well, mate.
I try.
You did. Look, and I hope you get your internet back connected. I'm worried about you. All right.
I'm not worried about data.
All right. Bye.
Frenchie's got that pace perfect where he'll just pause for long enough before
to make it
talking.
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is he going to say anything? And then he's like, fucking right at the end.
Every time.
For God's sake.
Holy
Every
shit.
time.
Every time. He's just, I don't know. He's a man. He's his own man. He's just
But-
very much.
But as you
Senshi.
said, thought provoking. It's a pity that I've just like it does my head in. I can't imagine how you. I can very much relate to you at the moment, struggling to make your lore videos. Keeping this all in your head is maddening.
Oh.
Yeah, look at him. I mean, flannel clad Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The eyebrows, the look over at the fucking screen, and the upward
Hey,
stare.
are we talking about anime yet? Can I talk about my fucking video game yet?
Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, look, you've got 5 minutes and then we're going to fuck off. All right? Because you've got things to do.
Look.
We're going to fuck off for you, right? That's what's happening.
Man.
I want to do a quick survey. Type 1 in chat if you're playing Genshin Weeby anime of the waifu fucking whatever it's called. Genshin Impact. 1, 2 is no, I'm not playing it. And 3 is hell no, I'm never going to play it, right? So what do you know? Have you watched any of it, Log or Aintpro or what?
I haven't seen any of it, but I'm going to
I
give it
saw
these
Sass
ones.
playing it for about 2 seconds.
There's definitely not much support for me right now.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's all gone wrong. Yeah.
You know my issue. I was ranting. Didn't really have a good stream today. I was getting a bit pissed off. I was ranting about it because I play games like that, and it's literally it's actually really. I think it's really good. Right? You basically grind out characters. You grind out weapons. All the mechanics that you would have in Destiny are literally in that game.
Yep.
And it didn't take 7 years to get there. I'm like, oh, infusion. That took Destiny a fucking long time to get there. Like, you get a spare shit, you infuse it, you level up, blah, blah. You build your team of characters who all can wield different weapons, different abilities, and you go into dungeons, basically, and you fight dungeons. Right. And you have to combine combos together, like fire with fucking wind does fire tornado. Does extra DPS. Look how fucking bored these cunts are while I'm trying to get
I'm
this.
trying to concentrate because I'm trying to remember what I saw.
No,
what
you're
little
right.
I saw of it.
I'm into it. It's great.
Right? And it's good. I admit the anime wrapping on it is a bit much.
Okay.
and
You
you
think
have
that's
to
putting
make
people
fun of
off?
it. What?
Do you really think that's what's putting people off? I'm not being a smart ass at all. Like I would have thought that would have been a strength.
I did have people in chat say things like, what's worse to be caught doing, playing this game or watching Marlon play this game?
I do sincerely think that, Log, because from what I saw, the gameplay looks like a really fun game. But as many anime fans are there that are out there, there is just as many people who will tear you off your pedestal.
But why? Like, who gives a fuck? It's
exactly. But it's cool to hate
literally
weebs.
Breath of the Wild. It's like the Breath of the Wild fucking engine. It looks beautiful, and it's got exploration and puzzles and all this kind of stuff in there. I think it's the anime, and I think it's this judgment on free to play with microtransactions.
Right.
And
what, like Destiny?
That's what I was fucking saying to people. I'm like, I don't understand how the Destiny community is judging this so hard when you grind for fucking 15 hours on one strike to get materials to infuse. Like, I don't know why Destiny lives in this bubble where people don't understand that engrams are fucking loot boxes.
Yeah,
and only relatively recently you couldn't buy shit. Like you could still buy engrams and have a random chance to get a cosmetic.
Yeah, it's yep. I am gonna do something unprecedented on the DDU. I'm gonna go and come into bat for the boy Matt and say I reckon people are just uncomfortable watching it because they're getting confused boners because they just don't know how to handle their big anime titty. I just think that that's what it's all about. I think that they're sitting there and your face is on the screen and they're like, oh shit, this is weird. I don't know how to process this.
I don't like being rock hard, but also Mylan being here. This is weird.
I don't like being rock hard and hearing,
yeah. Just Mylan Gollum shrieking like.
There you go, easy boner for babies. Oh,
do you know what I think would be hilarious?
What's up, man?
Do you know what I think would be hilarious?
Think through the end of that sentence. Holy shit!
I think it'd be hilarious to watch Log play it.
I agree.
It's so funny to see your reactions to some of the shit because my reaction was like, what the fuck is going on?
I can already see him, like eyelids half closed, just leant forward like, huh?
Nah, but is it something that I can just play and rip the ass out of while I play it? Just rip everything off? Yeah.
But that's the thing, is like on Twitch, it's cool to hate weebs. It's cool to hate weebs. Yeah. That's part of how it goes. That's genuinely where it starts in my opinion.
Here's the thing as well. I can literally play on PC, get off my PC, and pick up where I left off on my fucking phone.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's piquing my interest.
And it's co-op cross platform. Pretty sure.
Damn, really?
Except for PS4, maybe. I think PS4 might be locked out. I can't remember.
All right, look. I'm not going to play it, but you made it sound like you've at least given me 3 seconds to think about it. Of like, maybe I should. That's as close as anyone's come in a long time, except for that time you ambushed me and made me play Among Us.
Yeah, but you had fun.
Yeah, but also realized like Jugs is an intimidatingly smart person, and now I'm fucking like. You scared the shit out of me. I've never seen anyone pick up on like subtle cues so aggressively. It's fucking unnerving.
You know what's fun about things like Among Us and that is like you take competitive people like PvP guys and they apply the same sort of mindset
skill set
to a game that's about social deduction.
Yep.
And rather than focusing on see, me and you who are social people, we focus on the lie and what kind of bullshit we can spin on that. Whereas they focus on, actually, it takes 4.5 seconds to run from cafeteria to weapons, and I saw you at 3.7 seconds. That's fucking dog shit. And you're like, okay, you got me. Like, do you know what I mean?
I was only the imposter a couple of times, and I think I gave it away sheerly because every time I just couldn't help but be frightened of being caught.
Hey,
And that is a fucking genuinely terrifying prospect. Because like I'm like, I totally fucked up. And not only I fucked up so hard that I got your brother killed as well. because I made one slight fucking like thing and I said, oh no, I'm pretty sure Chris was over here. And they're like, why are you pretty sure of that? I'm like, what? No,
Yeah,
maybe it wasn't him. And then they're like, boom, both of you out the airlock. Before
yeah,
I'm terrible. Shit at it. Anyway.
hey, I've got homework for you. I don't know if you do this,
All right.
but I'm definitely the nerd amongst. Well, I've got different group of friends. I got the group of friends I went to uni with who don't own a console. They're all occupational therapists. Some of them don't even have a fucking PC, right? But they enjoy when I bring nerd games around, like one night Ultimate Werewolf and like Jackbox, like blew their fucking minds, right? Like, oh my god, I can't believe we're playing a game off our fucking phones, like Pictionary. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool, right? So you can get Among Us for free on your phone, and you can sit around a fucking table with 10 people playing Among Us. And I did that last weekend, and it's fucking epic. It's so much different in real, like lying to someone's face. It's fucking funny.
Oh, really?
That's real sociopath hours. You can just if you were
I
good
had
at
no
that,
idea.
if you were good at that in person, that is frightening.
I had no
'Cause
idea it
that's-
was available on your phone for free.
For free. All you have to do after a round, you have to watch an ad, which you can just close. That's it. And it's for free.
I am going to
And you do it locally.
Is this
or
a
hook up to
sponsored
the fucking
segment? Is this a
Wi-Fi.
sponsored segment?
I'm going to a Halloween party at the end of this month. Two of my friends, they love hosting board game stuff. If I tell them, fuck.
And it's not even a big download. We literally told people on the night, like, hey, you want to play a game? Download Among Us. Here you go.
Like after every round, you have to drink or some like turning that into alcohol infused nonsense. That's going to be so much fun. That's fucking hilarious already. I've not played it yet. Holy shit.
We had one of these. We had one of the like girls got it, and she's never played before. And you know, because everyone who's played knows what questions to ask. We're like, well, what tasks did you have?
Yeah.
What were you doing? She goes, running.
Instantly killed.
Holy shit.
You'd be pretty
Running?
fucked if the first time you ever played it, you were the imposter, though, right?
Yeah.
Like you just cooked. You've got no hope.
Oh man.
And it's way harder because people can see your reactions and shit. So when you're playing and someone kills you, you got to like not react.
Yep.
And like we had one of the Danny's friends who was playing. She's not a gamer at all. She's just like, I don't care for this. But she still had fun. But like she died. She just put her phone down.
Oh no.
That was great. Let's never do it again type of person. All right, look, we're just rambling shit. So we might wrap up the podcast now. Matt, where's the law going to find people? Actually, before we get to that point, I'll give you a minute to think about it by thanking Aint for coming on and like just being the voice of reason on this podcast this evening, because I feel like I'm a bit out there at the moment. I'm going to stream later, so fuck knows what's going to happen. There could
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know, right? But you know, that's a thing.
Why don't you host in yourself, mate? Be the biggest audience you ever had.
Holy fucking hell. Oh man. Okay.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're welcome, Log. You know, anytime you were scrape at the bottom of the barrel, you can ask me. I'll come running. Don't you worry.
Oh man,
Especially if we fucking have anything close to this nonsense again. Holy fucking shit.
Oh, and to add insult to injury, the dogs just fucking cracked one off again. You know what? Get fucked, Myling Games. Get.
Oh,
Thanks for coming on, Ain't, because otherwise it just would have probably ended in a fist fight. And Matt, where is the law going to find people this week?
Right. Right. You look around. There's darkness, architecture everywhere. Wow, what's that in front of you? It's a harpy. Oh no! It's got legs. Eyes track from the foot to the knee to the upper thigh. What's there? The law! Right back bang in the middle. There you go. The law will find your kids.
All right, stand by for a raid. That was, I feel
Oh my fucking god.
thoroughly fucking uncomfortable. Goodbye, everyone.